Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Algorithm Avenue. In this video, we'll be discussing our second optimization technique, that is Nesterov Accelerated Gradient. In short, it is called as NAG. Okay, first let's start with a basic introduction. In our previous video, we have discussed about stochastic gradient descent with momentum, which solves all the problems of batch gradient descent, mini batch gradient descent, and stochastic gradient descent. Okay, this SGD with momentum fast as the terrain. Okay, this SGD with momentum fast as the terrain, but it poses a problem of oscillations. Okay, when I draw weight versus loss graph, let's say this is global minima, right? This is global minima, and we have started our updation from this point. Okay, now when we apply SGD with momentum, initially the optimizer take longer steps, and after nearing the global minimum point, it becomes overshoot. Okay, it overshoots to other direction. Okay, instead of reaching to this global minimum point, it overshoots to other direction. Okay, after overshooting, it basically again increases the increases the loss. Again it overshoots. Again it overshoots. In this way, it will be revolving around this axis. Sorry, it will be revolving around this point. Okay, instead of reaching this point, it will be revolving around this point. Okay, so this is the problem of SGD with momentum. It fastens the training, but it possesses oscillations. Okay, now to solve this problem of oscillations, we basically have NAG. Okay, that is Nesterov Accelerated Gradient. Now from the next section of the video, we'll be seeing how NAG solves this problem of oscillations. Okay, now let us discuss the mathematical formulation of NAG. Okay, now before going into the mathematical formulation of NAG, first we need to understand how SGD with momentum actually works. Okay, I have explained in detail about SGD with momentum in my previous video. Okay, please check that out. Okay, first let us understand how SGD with momentum actually works. Right, first this term. Okay, in SGD with momentum formula, this term is called momentum term. Okay, you may have a doubt that why I'm again explaining this SGD with momentum, because if we understand how this SGD with momentum works, understanding NAG is very much simpler. Okay, first this term is momentum term, and then we are adding gradient to this momentum term. Right, first we are calculating the momentum term, and then to this momentum term we are adding gradient. Now the resultant is Vt. Okay, after calculating Vt, we are subtracting it from Wt and giving as a result of Wt plus 1. Okay, so finally we can write Wt plus 1 is equal to Wt minus beta Vt minus 1 plus learning rate gradient. Okay, we are subtracting some larger value from this Wt, so that we are obtaining Wt plus 1, that is new weight term. Okay, now if we draw a loss versus weight graph, you can see that as we are subtracting some larger value from the weight. Okay, if we consider this as Wt weight, we are subtracting momentum plus gradient term. Okay, we are to determine this Wt plus 1. Okay, Wt plus 1 will be something on this graph. So in calculating this Wt plus 1, we are together, okay, together calculating momentum and gradient. Okay, momentum and gradient are together involved in calculating this Wt plus 1. Right, now as we are subtracting this bigger term from this Wt, will be landing somewhere over here in the graph. Okay, this is called Wt plus 1 term. Okay, this is called Wt plus 1 term. Okay, and we are subtracting some larger value from our Wt, so we are obtaining Wt plus 1. Right, this is SGD with momentum. Okay, please remember a point: in SGD with momentum, momentum and gradient term are calculated together. Okay, are calculated together. Okay, now we'll be discussing about NAG. Okay, now in this NAG, this term is called look ahead term. Okay, I'll be explaining about this look ahead term and everything in detail. Please be patient. Okay, this is called look ahead term. So this weight value is called look ahead weight. Okay, this weight is look ahead weight. Now when you keenly observe these three formulas, first we'll be discussing this first formula in detail. Now in calculating this W look ahead, okay, look ahead weight, First we are calculating momentum. Okay, first we are calculating momentum, right? In calculating this W look ahead, first we are calculating momentum, right? Now first let us say this Wt. Okay, assume this as Wt. As we are subtracting this term, okay, this momentum term from this Wt, will be landing somewhere over here. Okay, this part, okay, this point is called W look ahead. Okay, this point is called W look ahead. Now second, okay, when it comes to the second formula, then we are calculating gradient. Okay, to what we are calculating the gradient? To this W look ahead. Okay, to the weight look ahead we are calculating the gradient, means to this point. Okay, this point we are calculating the gradient, and then we are updating with respect to gradient. Okay, then we are calculating Wt plus 1 with respect to this gradient. Okay, this gradient is involved in the calculation of Vt, right? This gradient is involved in the calculation of Vt. Now as we are subtracting Wt minus Vt, we will be getting Wt plus 1. So as we are calculating the gradient at this point, that is look ahead weight, will be landing somewhere over here. Okay, now please keenly observe, here we are calculating this momentum and gradient individually. Okay, in determining this Wt plus 1, momentum role and gradient role are individual. Okay, they are not dependent, but they are individual. You can see that this point and this this formula and this formula, they are individual to each other. Okay, so in calculating this Wt plus 1, the role of momentum and the role of gradient are individual. Okay, they are individual. But when it comes to SGD with momentum, the role of momentum and gradient is together. Okay, they are dependent and they are together in the calculation of Wt plus 1. Okay, this is the basic difference between SGD with momentum and NAG. Okay, that is Nesterov Accelerated Gradient. Now you may have a doubt that how this solves, okay, how this formulation change solves the problem of oscillations. Okay, that we'll be seeing in a minute. Yeah, let's say this is loss and this is weight, and this is loss and this is weight. Okay, now this point is Wt. I'm discussing with respect to SGD with momentum. Okay, this point is global minimum, right? Now as we are calculating together, we'll be taking some longer jumps, and this jump point, okay, that point is called Wt plus 1. Okay, these points are called Wt plus 1. In this way we'll be jumping and we'll be overshooting. Okay, in this way we'll be jumping and overshooting, and we'll be finally reaching this point of global minimum. Okay, we producing some of the oscillations, and finally we'll be reaching this global minimum point. Now let us see how this NAG solves the problem of oscillations. Okay, yeah, first we'll be starting with Wt, right? This point is Wt. First what we will be calculating, we'll be calculating WLA, that is look ahead weight, right? First we'll be taking the jump, that is look ahead weight jump. This point is called look ahead weight. Okay, the first jump that we take is look ahead weight, which is obtained due to momentum calculation. Okay, which is obtained due to momentum calculation. Okay, now after completing this, we'll be calculating the gradient at the momentum, right? You can see that we are calculating gradient at the momentum. Okay, now what will be gradient at this point? It will be an negative, right? Okay, why it is negative? As slope is decreasing, that is as x-axis is increasing, the y-axis is decreasing. Okay, as weight is increasing, the loss value is decreasing. Okay, as weight is increasing, the loss value is decreasing, so the slope will be a negative slope. Okay, the slope will be a negative slope, right? The slope will be a negative slope. Now W new is equal to W old minus gradient, right? In this case our gradient is negative, so negative into negative will be a positive value. Okay, negative into negative will be a positive value, so W new will be here. Okay, that is Wt plus 1. Okay, here W new is nothing but Wt plus 1 will be at this point. Okay, this is Wt plus 1. Okay, in this way you'll be calculating first. Okay, follow with me. First, this is momentum, then gradient, then momentum, then gradient. Okay, this point is global minimum point. Okay, you can see that, right? Now we have finally reached this point. Okay, we have finally reached this point. This point is called W look ahead. Okay, let's say this point is called W look ahead. Okay, now keenly observe. At this point we'll be calculating the gradient, right? Okay, at this point we'll be calculating the gradient. Now what is happening over here? As weight is increasing, okay, as weight is increasing, loss is also increasing. Okay, as weight is increasing, you can see that as weight is increasing, loss is also increasing. So the slope at that point will be a positive. Okay, the slope will be positive. Now as it is positive, what will be this wt plus 1? Okay, this wt plus 1 will be an uh, w old minus gradient value, right? Okay, w old minus gradient value, so it will be a lower value. Okay, it will be a lower value, means this gradient will push towards this side. Okay, the momentum has pushed towards that side and gradient will be pushing towards this side, right? Due to this gradient we have moved towards this point. Okay, why? As the slope is positive, as the gradient is positive, in this case the gradient is negative, and as you reach at this point the gradient has become positive and it has pushed towards the other direction. Okay, it has pushed towards the other direction. So that is why as you reach till here, with the help of momentum, due to gradient, again you will be thrown back to this point. Okay, in this way you will be again, with the help of momentum you will be reaching this point, and with the help of gradient again you will be reaching this point. Okay, so in this way NAG reduces the oscillations but does not prevent the oscillations. Okay, it just dampens the oscillations. Okay, it doesn't prevent, okay, it doesn't fully prevent the oscillations, but it produces little oscillations, but not more than the SGD with momentum. Okay, in this way NAG solves the problem of oscillations. Okay, remember, here we calculate momentum and gradient together, here we calculate momentum and gradient individually, so that the loss oscillations are dampened. Okay, this is how NAG works. Okay, now another small topic is left, that is disadvantages. Okay, disadvantages with NAG. Okay, the only disadvantage we have is local minimum. Okay, there is only single disadvantage with the NAG, that is local minimum. Now let's see how. Let's say this is non-convex graph. Okay, this is non-convex graph between the weight and loss. Now this is wt, this is wt. Now with the help of SGD with momentum, as it produces oscillations, okay, this is local minimum point and this is global minimum point, as it produces oscillations you'll be overshooting this way. Okay, you'll be overshooting this way after reaching this point. Okay, after reaching this point, due to some momentum you will be passing through this local minimum. Okay, due to some momentum and oscillations you will be passing through this local minimum point. Okay, due to oscillations. Okay, but in the case of NAG, as the oscillations are dampened, okay, as the oscillations are dampened, you will be not reaching this point. Okay, you will be not reaching till this point, it will be only stopped over here, and you will be uh, like you'll be only reaching this local minima instead of global minima. Okay, the NAG assumes this local minima as global minima and will be stopped over here. Okay, you'll be not reaching towards the optimized solution. Okay, you can understand this with a small analogy. Now let's say you are thrown a ball over here. Okay, you're thrown a ball from the downhill, and if you are using SGD with momentum, okay, if you are using SGD with momentum, due to some oscillations you'll be moving this way. Okay, due to some oscillations you'll be reaching till here, after reaching till here again you'll be moving towards this global minimum. But in the case of NAG, as you are dampened the oscillations, you'll be only reaching till this point, and finally again you'll be reverted back and reaching to this local minimum point. Okay, this is the only disadvantage with the NAG, that is local minima. Okay, the problem of local minima. Okay, this is entire Nesterov Accelerated Gradient. Okay, hope you guys like this video. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.